Shout out to the Mark in Athens, man. We've been shooting our live videos here all summer. Feel free to stop by. They have the best amenities in Athens, luxury apartments, everything. For more information, head to the website at www.themarkathens.com. Hey guys, Makai Muse here, back with another Untold Stories episode. I'm here with Dan Jackson.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
How you doing, man? How you been?
I've been good. Finally back healthy, but a little tired after today. You know, that was a long one.
Yeah, the team run was pretty bad today. Talking about being healthy now, so how was that process, whole process for you? Getting back healthy, losing confidence maybe? How did that go for you?
Yeah, so obviously hurt my foot, but unfortunately that bone didn't get much blood supply, so it took a little longer. But yeah, in terms of losing confidence, I wouldn't say I've lost any. Just really happy to be back around the guys and working out up to full speed.
Yeah, it's definitely a mental process trying to get back from injuries. I know for me, it took me a while to get back, but you seem like you got it. So I'd like to start off with the beginning with everyone I have on here. So how was the recruitment process here at UGA? You know, you being a walk-on, did you have other offers coming out of high school, or were you highly recruited? Or
yeah, very few actually. For me, basically what it looked like was I had a decent junior season. I played a little bit as a sophomore, but then I had what I'd say a good senior season. So I didn't really go to too many camps like I should have, but you know, I had smaller offers from like Mercer and Air Force, schools like that. But thankfully I reached out to Coach Warren at the time. My head coach reached out to him, and you know, he basically offered me a preferred walk-on spot. And really what it was I was locked in for that first fall camp. So
yeah, that's kind of like my process. Like with my senior year, that was probably my best season, and I was spam DMing everyone. I DM Coach Hankton. He actually hit me back. Like,
you got to do what you got to do, man.
I didn't think he would. Do you think your process here has been any harder coming in as a walk-on than scholarship players? Do you feel like you have to do extra on the field or off the field just to feel equal? You
know, there's obviously the different challenges that, you know, walk-ons have, but I think everybody on the team at some point has to make a name for themselves, you know what I mean? But for me, one thing that kind of hurt was after my freshman season, you know, COVID hit right there in that first spring. So I didn't have you know how they let a lot more people play in the spring.
Yep.
So I didn't get that first spring, which kind of bummed me out. But thankfully that next year, you know, stayed on scout team my sophomore year, and then basically kind of got a chance that first sophomore spring.
Yeah, that whole process seems like it was hard, like especially with COVID. It's like stopped your momentum. Like if you had momentum coming in, it probably just stopped all of it, and then everything got shut down. Do you feel like you ever thought about transferring to somewhere else where like the process would be easier? Or
I mean, yeah, I think, you know, I'm not going to lie. I think all of us kind of have those thoughts, especially those first 2 years. You know, I remember texting my dad like, am I doing the right thing? And, you know, we prayed about it, and definitely worth it now, I'd say. But, yeah, I mean, it's something you got to, you know, talk with your family about, and it just happened to work out eventually after putting in a lot of hard work.
Yeah, most definitely. I would say the same.
Yeah.
Now, what steps did you take from becoming like a walk-on to now becoming a leader in the locker room? Like everyone respects you. Everyone tries to imitate what you do, I
don't know about that, but I appreciate that. But I don't really know. It's just kind of focused on the little things. I guess we hear that a lot, but you know, whether it was, I mean, lifting weights or running sprints, like I really just tried to lock into those small details, because I knew like it's kind of my only chance to, you know, I guess I had a smaller room for error, I'd say, as a walk-on, and you kind of know how that is. But
yeah, the room for error I feel like is really small. Like I feel like if I mess up, I might get chewed out a little bit more.
Yeah. You just got to gain that credibility.
Yeah, you got to definitely gain your trust. Now, with the new freshman DBs coming in, is there anyone who has impressed you the most, or have they all been kind of the same? Or
I mean, I'd say as a whole, really all of them. I guess what's impressed me most is their work ethic. Like guys like Joe Nell, Justin Rhett, you know, came here in the spring. And really every one of them freshmen that's here now is really impressed me.
Yeah, I feel like the work ethic thing, like my first year, it took me like a whole year to really get it down. It was like, okay, now I have to lock in and actually you have to make a conscious decision, like, to do it or not. Like,
Yeah.
you can't be half in, half out. So
Yeah, I mean, it's like somebody was saying today, like complaining about, being sick or something, but I mean, none of us all ever feel 100%. So
Yeah.
it's just kind of like you just got to fight through it day by day and take it one day at a time.
yeah, and it's like you have to do it anyway. So it's like no
Yeah.
reason to complain.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, we're all doing it together
Yeah.
too. So like, if I look over, you're busting it. Like that's gonna give me more energy too. So that's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah, especially the connection piece. Like
Yeah.
when I see someone down, I'm like try to pick them up, and they like get energy from it, and now they're trying to help other people. And
It's real,
just
dude.
Contagious.
Those
It's
skull
really
sessions, I mean,
yeah.
they pay off. Like
It's
I think they
contagious.
really do. But yeah.
So what hobbies do you have outside of the sport? Football?
I really grew up hunting and fishing. I actually played guitar for my praise church band through middle school and high school. So kind of when I got free time, I like to play and clear my head. But definitely hunting and fishing are the main two.
Hunting and fishing. I've never been hunting. I've been fishing. I
Need
fish
to
a
change
lot.
that. Need to
You
change
gonna
that.
take me?
Yeah, I will, dude.
All right, we're
We'll
gonna
go.
see about that. But yeah, I like fishing. I like bass fishing. I only bass fish though. I feel like
Yeah.
any other type of fishing, I get a little bored sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on if they're biting or not, really. But, yeah, I mean, it also depends where you're at, too. I mean, like pond fishing is obviously completely different from fishing in
Yeah.
a lake. But,
yeah, or even ocean. Have you been deep sea fishing?
yeah, I actually went last week.
Really,
I
over
got
the break?
to go and- yeah, we limited out on some red snappers, so that was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I have yet to been, so I'm definitely
Yeah.
gonna try to do that soon, or next break whenever we get
Yeah.
time or
Whenever.
whatever. I'm gonna
Sometime.
get to that.
Yeah.
So, what team would you say had the best receiving core that you've played against so far?
I guess just last year or my whole time?
Your whole time.
I mean, those guys, SEC championship and national championship against Bama, that was, they had some dudes. But I'd probably go with Bama, number one. I didn't get to play in the Ohio State game last year.
Yeah.
I know those guys were really good. But, I mean, we've been against some great receiving cores.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the best part about Georgia is the guys we go like you and all the other guys that we go up against every day. Like, it's just, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, I feel like our scout team actually cares about the program and
Yeah.
really tries. I feel like it makes a big difference.
It does.
It really helps you guys. Like I know me, sometimes guys are like, "Hey, chill out," and I'm like, "Nah, I gotta give y'all a look." And I'm trying to also improve myself.
Yeah.
So
I mean, no point in just going out there and just wasting your time. You know what I mean? But I mean, it takes everybody. Like it really does. I remember some plays I had my freshman year, on the scout team, just trying to punch the ball out. But Kieris came up to me after, maybe before or after the Florida week, and he was like, "I just want you to know, that really helped me during the game." So that meant a lot to me at the time. Some older guy like that saying that. So really from then on, no point in taking a play off.
yeah, I definitely feel like it helps you build confidence. Like when older guys are telling you you're good and you could play, it definitely helps you out. And confidence is everything. If you don't have confidence at all, at this level, you don't stand a chance. So
yeah, I agree completely. And I think a lot of that is built up during practice, like we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
But
so what are some lessons that you learned from sitting out with your injury last year, taking time off? What did you learn most from that?
Really, I guess just you never know when. I guess just take advantage of every opportunity you have, because I remember sitting the day after my surgery, y'all were playing Florida, or we were playing Florida, and I remember laying on my grandma's couch, foot propped up, and I was like, dang, a week ago I was really looking forward to this game. We were going to have, big DB package in the game, or we're going to most of the game, and really just don't take anything for granted, is what I'd say.
Yeah, because once that opportunity slips, you never get it back.
Yeah.
And when you're out, you definitely man, I wish I would have went harder some other times that you may not have. So I know you played running back in high school.
Yeah.
And definitely
I didn't know you knew that.
and definitely put up some big plays. So do you think you could still play running back if you had to at this level?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I definitely wouldn't get any playing time behind guys like freaking Dejan over here, but I'd like to get the rock a couple times.
So now, who do you think is the most funniest person on the team?
That's tough. I mean, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or anything, but.
All right, then give top 3.
Top 3?
Yeah, you can limit it to 3.
All right. I mean, I guess I can. I'd say probably number 1 for me, hang out with him a lot, is Cade Brock. Everybody that knows him, knows he's hilarious. Always got something new to say. But these aren't in any order, by the way. But number 2, give me Warren Brinson.
Warren Brinson.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a good guy to have around. Cracking jokes left and right, but he's not afraid to get on somebody either.
That's true.
And number 3, give me my boy Percy, Christian Miller.
Great.
But I just have to go off the top of my head. That's 3 I'm going with.
No, that's a great top 3 because I definitely have Cade and Warren definitely up there. Me and Percy, I don't feel like I don't talk to Percy that much, but when I have, like, I drove him home one time because we live close, like in the same area, and he was hilarious.
Yeah.
And then also besides him snoring a little bit, but
yeah.
So, you being from Gainesville, Georgia, like, was UGA a dream school for you? Or?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, my grandparents, they lived right beside me, growing up, and every Saturday I was watching the Dogs play, and then at halftime, me and my brothers were taking the football and just if it was raining or what, we were going out and throwing and just hitting each other, and I fell in love with it then. And when that opportunity came my senior year, I just had to go for it. Really couldn't pass it up.
Yeah, definitely for me, I would say Georgia was top of the dot school for me. So the opportunity here, facilities, the program, everything it stands for, I definitely couldn't pass.
You grew up a Dogs fan? No?
No, I did not.
Damn.
I grew up, I do not want to say this, I grew up a Clemson Tiger fan. So.
I think, right done. No, that's, I mean, it is what it is. I can see it.
Yeah, I just went to Clemson camp so much, so that's what it was. I think, and one of my friends that I went up in high school with, Brody Kahn, his dad actually coaches there, Coach Mickey Kahn. I don't know if you know him, but yeah, that's why I feel like I had a close connection with that school, but I don't regret it. I love it here, so appreciate Dan Jackson for hopping on the show with me, man. It really means a lot. Feel free to comment who you guys want to see next, what questions, what topics. It doesn't matter. Just let us know what you guys would like, and we could get it done. Thank you guys so much for watching.